Yo guys, welcome to another video. This one we're driving a couple hours away up to New York to go look at a 1986 CJ7 X fence post drilling rig. Don't ask me why I want this thing. It looked kind of cool in the pictures. I saw it on Marketplace, reasonable price. And so I figure it's worth taking a ride up to at least see it. And if we do get it, we're gonna be flat towing it home with the tow bar. So we'll see where this goes. So much salt on these roads. Luckily no snow though. It's like you can taste it in your mouth as you're driving. If you keep your window open or you don't have recirculation on, you can taste it on your tongue. It's crazy. There she is. What a beaut. Okay, and here's first looks at this unique machine. So, as I said, it's got the tow bar on the front. It's a Reese, 5,000 pound. Here's the drilling bit. And just talking to him a little bit about it. He showed me a couple things. Definitely got the newer tires on here. The DOTs are 2014. Disc brakes on the front. And I did notice these huge cracks in the body, so that's not great. But I guess with the rig being on there, he was saying this body just keeps cracking all the time. You can see definitely some body rust. But checking out the frame, we'll roll down a little bit better and look closer. That's one of the nicer frames I've seen on an 80s Jeep. I mean, usually these things are rotted out, and I suppose that would make sense because obviously they probably weren't driving this around in the winter time, being a fence company. Let's push through. This is another one of the drill bits. Makes sense though, driving around that's gonna get jostled. And I mean, check out the drill rig on it. This thing is so cool. CJ7. How's it going? Yeah, it's doing a video of it. Yeah. So what are you thinking? You want to buy it, or what's your what are you feeling?
It's definitely interesting. I mean,
sorry about that. We had another guy show up to buy it, so yeah, it's always a fun situation. But anyway, continuing the tour, I just wanted to kind of finish rolling around and checking out the underneath and everything. Let's take a peek at the back. All surface rust on everything, but I don't see any rust jacking on the springs or any major rot on the frame. Again, like I said, pretty decent. Definitely those brake lines. I see a bunch of string around them, and those look like you're getting ready to squirt. But drums on the back. Oh, had a nice oil leak there for a while. I kept the frame beautiful on this side. What the heck is that chain doing there? You see that? Manual locking hubs on the front. Oh, we got the seller Rick over here. He's gonna pop the hood and show us what everything's all about. Woo! Nice and clean under here. So this is the 4.2 inline 6, right?
Correct.
And you got a freshy carburetor on there, it looks like.
Yep.
What's that, an eBay special? Or?
That's right.
Nice.
Amazon special, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat the price of those these days.
No,
it's like,
and like I say, put it on and start it up without touching it.
nice. Oh yeah, if you want to fire it up real quick and give it a listen. It's got a 4-speed in it, right?
4-speed, yep.
Okay. All right. She's cold. I guess the choke works good. Thanks, it's nippy out today. See a broken exhaust stud up on the front, and I'm hearing a little bit of engine noise. Yeah, it sounds like, I'd say a lifter, but nope. That sounds like a little rod knock. But that's funny. My brother used to have a Cherokee, and his did the same darn thing forever. I think these were kind of notorious for that. Oh wow, yeah, so transfer case coming off. That's a PTO going in the back. Oh yeah, I guess let's see this drill in action.
In action, right?
This is such a funky design. I love it.
So you got, very important, when you first use the rig, you got to make sure you have the boom extended, so the drive shaft,
oh yeah,
the drill rig, and the U-joints are straight.
Yeah, that would snap
So
a huge
lever here pulls it up. Okay, this lever here will give us tilt side to side if you're on a hill. And the action here is the drill goes up and down.
Oh yeah, and how deep will this go? About looks
5
like
to 6 feet. Like the largest that I have is 12 foot, so it's good for doing footings.
Now, what's this powered off of? The hydraulic?
This has a hydraulic pump on the front of the engine.
Oh yes, it's got a hydraulic pump belt driven right here. The reservoir's right here?
Hydraulic fluid reservoir.
Gotcha.
Okay, and if you look here, all the pedals here mirror the front. Gas pedal, brake, and clutch.
All right.
So what we want to do is, we want to put it in neutral, put the transfer case into neutral, engage the PTO. Once you get the PTO in, you can put it in first gear. And if you watch, if I have it in right the first time, you'll get sticky sometimes. You let your foot up the clutch.
Oh yeah, check it out.
If you had a rig on there.
Now, how does this do? Have you ever drilled with it or no?
Oh yeah.
And how is it if like you hit a big root or rock? Is it rock this thing around, or
I
is
mean,
it?
A big rock will give you a problem.
Okay.
But it's not too bad.
You ever have it like break the U-joint, or what will it do?
I haven't, but things that's happened on it, the big bar that's spinning, the square bar, it's called a Kelly bar. They have been known to snap after a lot of use. You know, you got to adjust the chains on it, keep them, keep everything lubricated. You know, hydraulic lines, brake. You're going down, you do get stuck on a root. All right, what you can do is just pop it into reverse, and it reverses the bit.
Oh, okay.
So you can pull it right back out again.
Beautiful. And then, so you can actually drive it from back here too,
yeah,
or is
so,
it?
So you give it, the faster you give it the gas, the faster it spins. Okay, but yeah, I'll show you here.
Whoa.
Hit the wrong one. You don't want to do that.
Going into the creek.
You want to disengage the PTO unit first. All right.
This is such a neat setup. This took somebody a lot of time to fabricate all this. Little crack in the weld there.
I think I just ran out of gas. Oh no, there we go. Watch your head there. Let me just move this to the left a little bit. Bring it down. Lock it there. Okay, now it's locked down. I can show you. Now I can actually drive it from back here. Here.
Oh yeah, check it out. Yeah.
First.
This thing's a money maker for a fence company, absolutely. Yep. Oh, the tow bar's down now.
So that's
cool. All right. Well, thank you for the tour. You got 48,000 miles on the clock there. Gauge is actually in nice shape on it too. Got a
radio doesn't work.
UNICEF made in Japan tape deck. What is this? It's got a digitizer up here too. What the heck is that? Or is it the clock maybe?
I think that was a clock.
Interesting.
Yeah.
By digitizer. Jeep.
I guess that was the thing back in the day, right?
All right, we came to a deal, so this beauty is coming home. And over in his garage, he's got this 81 Camaro doing a full restoration on it. How, what motor you got in this?
It's a 350. Vortec heads.
How long you been going at this then?
Well, total about 7 years.
7 years, wow.
Now it's nearing completion.
Cool.
Got a 700 R4 trim.
Oh, you got the side pipes on it too?
Pipe, everything, old school.
Nice, man.
The whole interior is new.
Now, was this like your car you had before, or is this the one you picked up to restore?
I picked up before. It's got a Dakota digital dash on it.
Oh wow, check that out.
I don't know if you turn the key on.
Oh yeah, that looks so 80s and awesome. Now, where'd you get? That's something new.
It's called Dakota Digital. Is the brand.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I have seen them. They sell products for motorcycles too.
Yeah,
that's really cool. That looks awesome.
But I actually got a B&M shifter for it. Like I say, I have all the interior. I got the rug right here. I just got to get the seats.
Yeah, body's in nice shape on it for sure.
Oh yeah, it's clean.
An 81, yeah.
A little more.
Touch more back.
Just a whisker. Good. Trying to see where it is. There you go.
Some turn signals are working, but not the running lights. Test light here.
Well, all you do is sign it. You can fill out everything else on it.
Okay.
And I got a bill of sale in here too that I just signed. You can put whatever you want on it. And
Sweet.
Check and make sure everything's cool.
That's perfect, man. And so it turns out I'm not getting power. The taillight's running. And I just checked the fuses. They're good. I pulled some loom back. I found that brown wire is for your taillights. And you see all that green crud coming out of it. Corroded wire didn't fix the issue, so I got this battery in my bed. I just ran some wires from that down to it, and now we got running lights and turn signals, so fully legal. 2-hour drive home. Hopefully it goes smooth. So far so good towing this thing down the road. Actually rides incredibly smooth. Barely feel it back there unless you hit a hill. The old Tundra V6 struggles some. This will go ahead. Now these, these New York pumps, they don't lock. They usually just take the cap and put it in there, but this isn't going to take too much. It's the auto shut off still works, but they take the lock tabs off when using New York. Got a gauge on it too, and I see that bobbing around there. Yeah, gauge works. We're about 3/4 tank there. I'll leave it at that. These old Jeeps are an ideal vehicle to use with a tow bar because you put the transfer case in neutral, leave the steering loose so it can tag along and steer with you, and then leave the front manual locking hubs in neutral so we don't have to worry about spinning that differential. It would be a great idea to check the rear differential oil level, since I do see a little dampness there. The tires are making a little bit of noise going down the road. They're kind of choppy on mud terrains though, to be expected. Really gotta love those original 80s decals on the front too. Ah, it's beautiful. Stainless steel grate in the front. Really digging this thing so far. I almost hit the road without putting the gas cap on. I was pulling out, I was like, wait a second. This truck's a turd, but it gets up to speed and holds it unless you hit a big mountain, and it's not good. I had second thoughts. Stop down here at Vince Lombardi, gonna check the differential and transfer case oils. This place is jam-packed. Main reason is because I smell a slight sulfur smell, which is probably just North Jersey, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, I think it just stinks around here is all it is. But we might as well try to check these fluids because burning up the differential or transfer case would really suck. Oh, there she goes. Look, still got the tag on here too. It's kind of sweet. It's a good sign. Still got like an hour and a half or so to go. Figured it was a good idea to check it. All right, we got. It smells like good gear oil. It's not burning up or anything. Got some cigarette pack here. Oh, a little bit low, guys. I see oil all over the inside, so it's not incredibly low, but let's go a little deeper. Okay, good. All right, we got some oil down there, but definitely want to go get some more gear oil because, yeah, that's not much. Actually, got some sitting right here. Let's see what we got now. All right, that's a little bit better. We're up to here. That's good enough. And as long as that ring gear's dipping into the fluid, flinging it up, the front pinion bearing and slinging it all around, you'll be good to go. But it's not until you run these things completely dry and the oil's below the ring gear that you'll burn it up. And for the transfer case, even though it's a neutral, the bearings are still spinning in here. It's all oily, so let's check this. It's interesting transfer case too, because it's got prop coming in, prop going out on the front, and then 2 props coming off in the back. I don't think I've ever seen one like this. I guess this is just considered a transfer case with a PTO on the bottom. Maybe it's a bolt-on PTO, I don't know. Okay, dipping down a couple inches there. Nothing. I'm gonna get some more gear oil from under the hood. Nope, not seeing any, so we'll just throw some motor oil in there for now. Better yet, let's see if they have any gear oil in here. I'm sure throwing motor oil wouldn't hurt anything, but I'd rather not. Unfortunately, no gear oil in stock, so motor oil it is. For the pictures I was just looking up, this is a Dana Model 300. It takes 2 quarts of 80/90, but again, better some kind of oil than no oil, and there's no load being placed on this. Plus, it's cold out, so it's not gonna be a big deal viscosity-wise. It's some 530. Hopefully, it doesn't take a whole 2 quarts. Okay, great, it didn't. It only took half quart, which means I don't even have to touch it. You get a pretty nice view of Manhattan from this rest stop too. Of course, the camera doesn't do it much justice. Just made the 2-hour and change trip home, no problem. Towed like a dream. And yeah, I guess let's get this in the backyard and mess around with it probably tomorrow. The other thing with these tow bars is don't even try backing them up, at least from my experience. Things usually don't go well unless you have somebody in there steering maybe, but it's not going to go the way you want it and you'll end up bending the tow bar. Same with kind of the car dollies too, unless I'm wrong. I mean, if you guys can back one of these up by yourself, let me know. I tried backing this one a little bit up and it didn't seem to be working out, so. Next day, sitting here and I'm thinking, well, we should probably do something with the M138A1 first. I think that's the model, if I remember right. 1965, and you guys remember this from a previous video, kind of dragged it out where we were sitting for quite some time, and then we got it running and driving, but didn't do the brakes or anything yet. It really obviously needs a ton of work. So I think we're gonna just put this one up for sale, because, you know, I had my fun with it, and I mean, it's just, this thing needs a full restoration or it's a parts Jeep, one or the other. But lots of good stuff on here, and it could be a runner driver. Don't have enough room in this yard to keep both of them, and I do like the CJ7 better. Now, if I was smart, I guess I'd be like Whistling Diesel and just fire this thing up, take it in the woods, and destroy it for a big view video. But that would break my heart. I'd rather see this go to somebody who's going to get some kind of use out of it. I'm going to post that on Facebook, see if I get any hits. Gus, come. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Easy way to get rid of your leaves. Just wait till they freeze. Misfires going on, and that's the other thing with this is it does need a rebuild. That's the jump pack that shut off. This times out after like a minute. Needs a motor rebuild and just so much more. However, I did find a better option than selling it. We're about to tow this over to Jacob's Auto Body because he expressed some interest in maybe doing body work on this, tag teaming it and making some kind of trail rig. So that'll be cool, and if he's not interested, then we'll just sell it out from there. Might need some carburetor tweaking. She ran a little rough. Made it down here, and that was a smooth tow. Did hit one bump and the windshield banged down. These clamps are pretty beat up, so the body flexed and it just came down. But yeah, you can see the way they had this set up is pretty hack. It should definitely be in the center of that, or I don't know, have some more reinforcement at least on each side, because it's putting a lot of load on those pins. And this is where her new home is. Jacob was just looking at it. He thinks it's pretty far gone, but he'd be willing to do a little bit of the metal work if I do all the other mechanical stuff. So I'm gonna throw this up on Facebook. $1,000, maybe 1,500. I'll let you know what it sells for, if it sells. And if nobody wants to buy it for that, then they will put some work into it. I'd love to get at least 900 or 1,000. Check out this three-wheeler right here. It's an interesting rig. I guess this is an old VW probably. I think that's a popular thing to do. 5-speed, a Vetter. Oh, that's probably just the wing guard. Oh yeah, an old VW turned into a trike. Pretty cool. They got a little space opened up at the yard now. It's looking like a proper fleet. Tow truck, airboat, CJ7. And before I jump onto this, I do have to give Jen a hand with doing this carpet, finding the water leak on this, and also fixing the power steering leak. So, because this is kind of just sitting here and can't move until we do that. Got the Torino squared away the other day, and it's supposed to get a bunch of rain later, so that'll be good to test for the water leaks. And then I'm thinking this is a good time to go try out the Jeep rig now. Maybe go drill a couple holes and run it through its paces, through some gears. Now, I didn't really do much checking under the hood when we bought this, because again, it was kind of just cheap, and I don't see a lot of room to lose. So under the hood, you know, this is our reservoir for the cooling system. It's just been sitting off with a cap. Don't know why it's full to the top. Hopefully that's just rainwater. And let's pop our cap off. So that doesn't look great. A little muddy in there. And the gasket's missing on the cap, which is never a good sign. It's usually somebody trying to, well, I mean, yeah, it's usually somebody took it off because of a bad head gasket and system building up pressure. So that should be exciting. Find out later. Power steering's dry. Well, dry, but nothing on the stick. Well, no milk in here. Never checked the oil. You'd think I would have done these things. Pretty clean, right up to the full mark. Got a newer cap and rotor, STP filter, mechanical fuel pump. Looks like it could use new inlet hose. Here's that pump I was showing you guys. It's got a fluid clutch on a fan. And yeah, looking pretty good actually. Nice battery hold down action on there. Some Lucas power steering fluid. That would be right there. So it says radiator caps on. There we go. 19 pounds. Chinese aftermarket one. This is a 16 pound. We'll go with that. It's got a good O-ring on there too, or seal. You got some antifreeze down here and the funnel. I'll say I don't like the cap on this. It has a vent hole in the top that just leads straight in, and rust on this spring. Looks like rust. Yeah. I'm not sure. I feel like that should have another cap over top of it to prevent rainwater from going in there. I mean, it's under the hood, but you know. It wasn't that low at all. Only took a quarter quart to get it up to cold level. And hopefully the rad doesn't take 2 gallons. Got a nice old school brass radiator in it. I'd like to see that. Let's hope this is only a little bit low. Okay, all right. I would throw the funnel on it and burp all the air out, but we're running low on daylight. So yeah, this only took, you know, that much of a gallon. That's a good sign. I mean, the guy I bought it off seemed really nice. I don't think he was trying to hide anything. Golf tee in between here. Wonder if they meant to put that there. No, I don't think so. Not a lot of play. Oh, great. Ended up just pulling the tank out, cleaning it. Found the cap for it too. Fits pretty good. That way, if she does boil over, we should be able to catch the majority of the mess in this tank. Let's see what we got under here. Purdy. I'll probably have a wing nut for this too. looking great. Up to level in the master. How about the rear master cylinder? Yep, also up to level and very rusty in there. I mean, only what you would expect, but as long as it's still working, we're good with that. Tell you, a stainless steel master cylinder would be awesome, or like cast stainless. You do that, right? Yeah, for pipe fittings and everything. Because aluminum ones, those corrode really bad too. And I didn't see a clutch reservoir up front, unless I just missed it, but here's the one for the back. So what's this looking like? Yeah, we're up to level in there. Although that needs to be replaced or bled because this is really soft. You have to pump it up to get any action out of it. Got some chewing tobacco. Warning, this product is not a safe alternative to cigarettes. We are all good under the hood, good enough. And next couple checks would be the transmission fluid and the front differential we didn't check yet. Of course, we're not going very far. Oh, and the hydraulic tank. I mean, we already know the hydraulic tank was good because we saw it operating. And yeah, see about halfway down in there. What are you doing out in the rain? Oh, gotta come out and take a wee-wee. He thinks I'll lay down the cardboard and it's time for playtime. Guys, it's working time. He's such a cutie. Looks like a 1/2 inch on the differential cover. Right up to level. And it's getting late, so I guess I'll check the trans another day. Old belt squeal. Do the wipers work? I'm gonna say no, since there's no switch. This thing is like ballooned out so much. She's pretty warmed up now and definitely running rough. You know, it's humid out, but anything, it's like the pumper's not working in the carb. Anything over half throttle, it just doesn't really like. I can smell it's really lean too. This does have a cat converter on it. I'm sure it's hollow, but I mean, here goes full acceleration. Yeah, anything over half throttle, you hear that pop in them, it's lean. It does shift really nice though. I mean, apologize if the camera angle's not great because I'm just wearing this thing on my head, but yeah, it's ran so much better the other day. It's all humid out right now. I mean, it's beyond humid. It's basically, you know, as wet as it can be. 100% humidity. This turning radius is incredible. I've never owned a Jeep. This thing is like, this is awesome. Look at this. I know these are pretty rollover happy, and it feels it as you're driving it. Sounds like that fan clutch has engaged. Definitely wasn't that loud before. Hoping this thing doesn't boil over on us. Building up some pressure, but not too much. Definitely should not be idling that high. Yeah, exhaust leak. Some of this ground might still be frozen, but we could probably run the drill back here. I was going to use this right here as the official auger spot, but I'm thinking maybe we should get a little bit further away from this dirt road. There could be utilities under there. I found a little bit more suitable of a spot. Let's give it a go. Oh boy, that's hefty. like second gear. There you go. Wow, that worked pretty good, but we definitely started hitting some kind of concrete or rocks in there. Yeah, we started hitting a big rock. Let's dig one more hole. Fill this in. Yeah, this is all like stones and stuff in here too, a lot of rocks. This test spot's much further back. Shouldn't be anything under here. This bit we're using though is pretty butchered up. I mean, I should have grabbed the other one that he gave me. So that's part of the reason why maybe it's not digging too hard. I'm also not pushing it down. I'm not trying to rip the thing off the back of the Jeep either, so I'm not putting too much down pressure. Once again, really good job, and this is super hard clay soil that it broke up with these. Could have went deeper if I pulled the bit out and cleaned it with the auger, but you know, hey, it works well. I'm just having a blast driving this thing around. I'm gonna try out the four-wheel drive now. It seems like it was working on the trails, but try it on this hill to make sure. Oh yeah. No problem. Uh-oh, got a little jammed up with the bit on the back. Forgot I left it on. So what do you guys think I should do with this auger Jeep? Because I'm a little torn at this point. Like, I put the auger attachment and all that related stuff up on Facebook for 600 bucks, and I have 2 people that want to come buy it. But it almost seems like a sin to cut that off because it's just like totally unique, awesome machine. But I don't really need an auger Jeep. However, I might use it for a couple jobs in the next week or 2. My buddy Alex needs some holes dug, you know, just to help him out. But other than that, I mean, unless I cut it off and made it into a 3-point hitch attachment, that could work. Probably a little bit too large for my V7500 tractor though. You know, I'm just looking to have a beater trail rig Jeep, and this one just makes a lot more sense to keep this over the 65 wheelies because A, it drives awesome. It's got the 4-speed. It's the 4.2 liter, it runs, drives, has floors, you know. And speaking of the Willys Jeep, if any of you guys watching this video are interested, I'm in the Philadelphia area, 600 bucks, YouTube fire sale. I think I put it up for 1,200, but I mean, that's a deal at 600. So let me know if one of you Jeep guys want to take that on as a project or if you need it for parts. But anyway, let me know what you guys think I should do with CJ7, because I think that'd be a nice piece to have around, especially if I'm going to pick up a truck somewhere that has a hitch. I could drive that out and then pull it home right behind it. Super convenient. And on another note, it's New Year's Eve, so getting ready to go take Jen out, and I want to thank you guys so much for 2022. I mean, had a ton of growth on a YouTube channel, and I could never do this without you. So thank you very, very much for the likes, comments, subscriptions, members, every little thing you guys do for me just watching these videos. I mean, I could never do this without you, of course. So thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully big things coming in 2023. I don't have any like super set plans like most successful people probably would. I kind of jump around a little bit, as you guys might see, but there'll probably be plenty of boat content, old cars, fly-in drives, and whatever else comes my way, our way. Jen's got her channel going now too, and it's just been a great ride and really enjoying it. So thank you again. I want to wish you all a very happy new year, good health to you, and we will see you soon. So Gus still has some presents left over from Christmas. You've been such a good boy and haven't torn your presents up. You can have one. Go ahead, you can have that one. Go ahead, yep, you can have it. There it is, it's off the red. Now you can rip it open. Go ahead, boy, it's all you. Merry Christmas to the Gus man. What'd you get? Oh, you got some rawhides. Oh. I can't believe he didn't take that from the tree this whole time. Oh, such a happy puppy.